Hello and welcome. Today we're going to learn how to look up data in Airtable when a new record is created. So in the step-by-step guide, we're going to learn how to do this using the Data Fetcher extension to look up data automatically every time you add a new record in your base. For this example, we'll look up website info, but you can explore all of Data Fetcher's Airtable integrations or create a custom API request simply by visiting our blog here at datafetcher.com, where we do have a full-length blog on this exact topic for you to learn this way as well. So in order to begin, we're going to head back to our Airtable base, and here I have already set this up for you. So as you can see, I have titled the table as websites, just like so, and then I've also created a field called URL with the field type as URL, just like so. And I've added in a couple of example websites that I would like to use. This is where you would include your own URLs that you would like to import data from. So once we've done that, we want to add a filter to this view. So just here in this menu bar, you'll see the option filter, and we're going to click add condition. Now we want for this to read where, and from the drop-down menu, URL, and then from the following drop-down menu is not empty, just like so. Now we can click off of that and you'll see this highlights that in green, so you know you've done it right. And this ensures that we will only look up the data for records with a URL. So now we're going to add the Data Fetcher extension. So up in the top right-hand corner, you'll have the extensions option, select that, and then select add an extension. Now the following will load, and here in the top right-hand corner, we have a search bar, and we're just going to go ahead and search for Data Fetcher. That will pop up and we can select add, then select add extension. And now you have the option to either create a free Data Fetcher account, or you can simply continue with Google. Now we import our data. So select create your first request, and then we'll be brought to the following page. Here, we want to search for the application Microlink, just like so. So Microlink is a service that allows you to extract info from and create screenshots of URLs. Microlink has a free plan, so we can start using it for free. Then for the endpoint, we're going to select extract meta information from URLs. Then we're going to title this request. So just up here where it says request 1, we're going to retitle this as fetch website info. Select save and continue in the bottom right-hand corner. And now a new window will open where we can add a reference to the URL field. So just here, we're going to go over all the way to the right-hand side. You'll see a plus symbol in this input box. Select that, and then the following will pop up. We want for the table to be that websites table that we retitled, and for the field, we want to select URL. Then select confirm, and this is how it will now appear in the input box. So at the moment, we do need to manually run the request the first time we set it up. After that, we can trigger it automatically when a new record is created. So now we'll select save and run in the bottom right-hand corner, select continue, and the response field mapping will open. This is where you set up how the data fields are imported into the fields in your Airtable table. So for this example, we're going to deselect all of the fields by clicking that deselect all button just here in the right-hand corner. Then we are going to select the title option, and we want for this to map to an existing field, and then from that drop-down menu, we're going to select name. So the titles will now map down to the name field that we already have in our Airtable base. Now up here in the find field, we're going to search for logo, and we want to select that logo URL. And we are going to leave this as it is set automatically to map to a new field with the title logo URL. And from this drop-down menu, we do want for this to also stay as an attachment. Perfect. So now that you've done that, you can select save and run in the bottom right-hand corner. And as you can see, these fields are now being created. Select show output table, and we'll arrive back to our Airtable base. And as you can see, that data has been looked up and brought into your Airtable by running that request. Now, at the moment, we would need to run this request manually to keep our records updated, but you can actually have this happen automatically by using Data Fetcher's trigger feature to look up the data automatically when a new record is created in the table. This will work even when you don't have Airtable or Data Fetcher open. It just runs by whichever schedule you choose. So in order to do this, we want to open up that extensions option again, and this will automatically bring us back to that request that we have already created. Open that up, and as you can see, the settings that we have already inputted here are still here, but we're going to scroll down until we see this schedule, trigger, and webhook URL option here. Now, you will only see this if you have already upgraded to a paid Data Fetcher account. If you haven't yet done that, I really recommend that you do, because it will allow you to schedule call and run requests automatically without you having to do a thing for any of your data fetcher requests. So once you have upgraded to a paid data fetcher account, you can come back to the step and you will now see these options like so. Select the trigger tab and select authorize. Select I understand, let's authorize. So now data fetcher is requesting Airtable access. We're going to select the add a base option, and I really recommend that you select all current and future bases in all current and future workspaces so that you only need to grant access once. Then select grant access, and now these new options appear. So for the trigger type, we want to select run this request when record created. Then for the table, we're going to select websites, and for the view, select that grid view. We want to only look up data for records that have a URL, and our grid view has the filter on it for URL not being empty. Then select save in the bottom right hand corner, and you can close this window over. So when a new record is created in our websites table, data fetcher will look up the data for the new record. And then all of this will happen automatically with all of your records staying updated without you having to do a thing. So now we can test if the trigger is working by double clicking in this URL cell, just like so, and we're going to paste in a new URL. Now I'll click out of that, and as you can see, that information immediately imports into our Airtable. So hopefully today you have learned how to look up data in Airtable when a new record is created. But if you do have any questions, you can always reach out to us here at datafetcher.com, where, like I said before, we do have this full-length blog on this exact topic for you to learn that way as well. Thank you so much for taking the time to learn today. I really hope you have a good one.